Alright, everybody. So first, to start off, we are going to read The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." What do you think she means, a polar bear in a snowstorm?
It's empty.
It's empty.
It's all white.
It's all white, yeah. My goodness. Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark. See where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good strong jab. There! The teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper towards Vashti and quietly said, "Now sign it." Why do you think she wanted her to sign it?
I don't know yet.
Yeah? Find out. Vashti thought for a moment. "Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name." The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn. Her dot, all framed in swirly gold. Why do you think she had her sign it now? Do we know? Okay. "I can make a better dot than that." She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted. A red dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. She mixed the yellow with the blue. She discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting, lots of little dots in many colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. What does that mean?
She just drew around the dot.
Around it, yeah. I thought that was really clever.
Mm-hmm.
At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said... What do you think she said?
I don't know yet. She hasn't said it.
Make a guess based on what else has happened in the story. What do you think she said?
She's going to say draw another, or sign it probably.
Sign it,
Yeah.
yeah? Please, sign it. Isn't that a cute story?
Yeah.
What do you think we're supposed to learn from that story?
You can do anything, I guess.
Yeah, you can do anything. You can be an artist. Do you think you know why the teacher had her sign it yet?
No.
What do you think signing it did for Vashti?
Made it hers.
Made it hers, so she felt like she owned it by signing it. It wasn't just a dot.
It was her dot.
That's right. There we go. Okay, next we're going to retell the story, but first we're going to hand out some materials. Okay, so now we are going to retell the story. But before we do that, we need to go over a few terms. Who can tell me what main events are?
The most important events.
The most important events? I like that. All right, and what about key details?
Me! Pick me!
Logan?
Key details are important details.
Important details. What's the difference between important details and most important details? Is a main event a key detail?
I'd say so.
Yeah, maybe?
Yeah.
I guess you could argue that. What's another definition we can come up with that doesn't involve important, though, since we've got important and main event? Just another word for important.
I don't know any other words for important. Efficient? No.
Efficient?
No.
What's another way of explaining key details? What are key details?
Valuable details?
Valuable? I like that. Okay. I don't know first graders that would use that word, but that works. And who can tell me what retell means?
Tell again.
Tell again. That is what we're going to be doing today. Is we are going to be telling, I can't spell telling. Telling again the story of the dot. And we're going to do that with a thing called a storyboard. Have you ever heard of a storyboard?
No.
A storyboard is a lot of times used by like Disney or video game people to come up with what they want to say. Or how they want it to go, beginning, middle, and end. But for our instances, we're just going to use it as a graphic organizer to show and draw the beginning, middle, and end. So we're going to take our paper. Can you fold it hot dog style? And then unfold it. Hamburger style. I got it. And then you should have 4 little lines. Now you can hold it like this or you can hold it like this, whichever way you want, okay? And I'm going to have my lines on the board. Okay. So, for this graphic organizer, we want to show the beginning, middle, and end. That first square is going to be the beginning. What happened in the beginning of the dot?
She couldn't draw.
She couldn't draw. So what would it be a picture for that we could draw?
Nothing.
True. That was actually one of our key phrases. What was the joke the teacher made?
That's a polar bear in a snowstorm.
Polar bear in a snowstorm. So if we want, we could leave it blank, or we could even just draw like a little polar bear just to show that it's blank. We want to do that?
Sure.
Okay, so I want you to draw a polar bear. And
In
I'm
one
going to
square,
draw from
right?
mine in the first square, yes sir.
Okay.
I'm going to draw from mine. Vashti just looking all kind of angry. Because that's how she was in the beginning. There we go. That's my Vashti. I'm going to set a timer for 2 minutes, okay?
I'm done.
Great.
Right now I can draw snow.
Everybody done?
Yeah.
Okay, our next one, we want to say what happened in the middle. Now we've got 2 squares for what happens in the middle. So what were the 2 main events that happened in the middle that we would want to put in these squares?
She put a dot down.
She put a dot down, okay.
And then she signed it.
And then she signed
And
it.
then she drew more dots.
And then she drew more
And then
dots.
those dots got hung up.
And then, okay, now we've got like 4 things. We need 2 things. What are the 2 big things that happened?
Dot sign.
Dot sign, okay. You want to put that in this square?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. I'm going to literally just do a dot and if you want, you can use different colors, however you want. All right, I like it. And then for the next one, so we've got Vashti was angry. She made a dot and signed it. What happened next?
That was hung up. And then she drew more.
And then she drew more. Okay, so do we want to, we can't split the square because we only have 1 square. So what do we want to draw?
I'm going to draw just a thing with this on it. Just like a
you want to draw a frame?
picture with that on it, yes.
Okay, I like it. I like it. I'm going to draw mine in green now.
I'm trying to get absolute perfection.
Okay, never mind, not green. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Do you remember one of the key details that she described the frame as?
Golden.
Swirly gold, yeah. Do I have yellow for swirly gold? No, we're going to use brown. That's close enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Some of the gold is coming
So
off of the
then,
painting.
what happened at the very end of our story? How'd it end?
She taught another kid how.
She taught another kid how. So what picture do we want to draw for how she taught another kid?
Her teaching another kid.
Okay. I guess go ahead and draw that. You gonna draw little stick people?
Yeah.
I like it. I think I am going to reference back to our second square where it was the dot and Vashti, and I'm going to do the little boy's line. And everybody's storyboard might look different because they might remember different parts of the story. And we're going to call the little boy Bob now.
Bob. Okay.
We'll just say little boy. Okay. Oh, I like the way you signed it and drew an actual sign. That's cute.
Yeah.
All right. So now I want you to hold up your graphic organizer and see if you can tell me the story using that. What happened?
She drew nothing. That's not nothing. That's nothing.
She drew nothing. A polar bear in a snowstorm. Yep.
Teacher explained it, then she drew a dot and signed it. Then she drew, or it got hung up. And then she explained what she did after drawing more dots.
I like it. Okay. So now here's the most important part. I need you to sign your storyboard. Because that is yours, and that means that you can do anything. Okay. All right, guys. So now our get out the door for today. What I want you to do is I want you to come up, and because there's a lot of you, we're going to have just 10 seconds. I want you to tell me one thing that happened and what your picture shows, okay? So go.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. She made a dot and she signed it.
I like it. Thank you, guys. I'm so proud of you. We did a good job.